っぱり人間っていうのは刺激が欲しいもので。
ロックンロール。
場所にはこだわりはないね。ただ東京っていうところはやっぱりそうだね、すごい大きい大都会なんで、世界で何本の腕に入るのと。そうだね、カークレイジーがすごい多いと思うしね。まあそうだね、いろいろ様々だと思う。
それがひとたび夜に変わっ、仕事から解放されたこう私のような人がですね、バイクに乗ったりとか、飲みに行ったりとかっていう感じが、オンとオフがすごいしっかり分かれる。善か悪かと言われるとどっちとも言えないですけど、正義ではあると。そういう男の人が多いっていう世界の中で、数少ない女ライダーとして走っているっていうのは、そうですね、やっぱ負けたくない。男の人の方がバイクのデザインを考えたりとかってするのがすごくうまいんですよ。
そしてだから今の世の中でこういうね、刺激車を楽しむためにはやっぱりモラルも必要だからね。車、まあなんだろうな、普通に乗るストリートの車大好きで、そうだね、車好きっていうのはもう子供の頃からやっぱ車好き。ホビーね、プラモデルなんかも作ってたし、この車ね、ポルシェ。やっぱ暴走族と言われる日本、やっぱり盛んであって、それはそれですごい日本のカルチャー独特なもので、ただ人に迷惑かけるっていうのは、まあ迷惑確かにかけてるかな。ただでも元気があるっては元気があって、それはいいのかもしれないし悪いのかわからない。
自分が17歳の時に、バイクで暴走したりしてたんですけど、もともと小さい時から家に車がなかった家庭だったんで、車に対しての憧れっていうのがものすごいありました。社会とか大人とかに反抗してたんじゃないですかね。今もやってること変わんないんですけど、でもその爆音を鳴らして街を走るっていうのがやっぱりスカッとしてました。 にかくその17歳の時にランボルギーニを見て憧れて、もうそれから15年間がむしゃらに、ちょっと仕事を頑張って。自分の今の生き方としては若い男の子とか、若い子たちに夢を与えてるっていう、人と外れた道を行くことがなんとなくかっこいいって思ってました。 地点でどこに向かってるっていうのは全くなくて、どっちかっていうと自分でこうゴールを作りながら走ってるような、道のないところに道を作ってるような、そんな感じがします。
先のことを気にしてると今を犠牲に楽しくできなくなっちゃう。だから今を長いことをやってるとどうしても飛ばすスピードを出すところはサーキットとかになってくるんだけどね。でもストリートの楽しさは、忘れないし。
There's a reason it took us 15 years to get in there. There's a reason no one else has ever been in there.
Do you reckon it's going to get good enough today for any kind of attempt at the bottom?
Everything up there is slowly trying to kill you and wreck all your equipment.
Yeah, if we go down, do you think it will rain on us?
I would be thinking no. At the moment, I think we should just do it.
Copy that.
Right. Everyone looks ready.
This here. Did you lock that on?
Next one. You there, guys?
Go ahead. Just before you go any further, what's the gas and weather like down there?
It's pretty shitty. I can just barely see the other side of the crater.
We have drizzle and rain up here at the moment.
We're not going to do it.
Fuck, that annoys me. The more people have been on the moon than have been down there, and I should be scared. But volcanoes are the life givers of this planet. Death to someone. Past halfway, at the top 20, goodbye. Everything in Mother Nature happens to achieve balance with something, whether it's a storm, moving warm air to the poles, the ocean conveyors moving warm ocean current, volcanoes relieving pressure, lightning. Not a single thing happens in nature without a reason.
We call volcano Maru. The olden people. They have some special song to sing and open the door with. I don't know the song.
No sleep all the time. The most important thing is to have a decent sleep.
The thing is, if we look this way, the weather's great. If we look that way.
It's crap.
Being up there is a waiting game. It's a waiting game against your sanity and those of the people around you. All it takes is one crew member to lose the plot and the whole thing starts unravelling.
Weather for the next couple of days. Today, bad, as we can see. Tomorrow, improving. Saturday and Sunday, meant to be really good. Weather forecasting up here is really in its infancy. It's just not really very exact science up here.
There's a reason it took us 15 years to get in there. There's a reason no one else has ever been in there.
Do you reckon it's going to get good enough today?
No sleep all the time. It's the most important thing.
I know people from Saudi Samram. All my relatives are on this island. Sometimes we have acid rains. It spoils all the crops in the garden. But at the same time too, it can keep the good soil in the village.
You're quite tentative as you're going up and you're kind of assessing what the conditions are like and what it's doing at the moment. It's a living, breathing animal.
Hey Jeff, how you going this morning? Yeah, there, Mike.
Pretty keen to see what you reckon. See if we can make a decision about whether we go for it today or whether we hold off.
Well, as of 5 seconds ago, I can see the ocean.
Excellent. So she's starting to look pretty good.
Well, I'd say that we should get ready to be going down by 10 a.m.
Yeah, rightio.
People have this concept of how easy it is, but by the time you have one person on a rope going all the way to the bottom, well, 3/4 of your day is gone already. You can't keep up that momentum day after day.
Jeff's now on the rope, he's ready to go, he'll be descending now.
Yeah, come in.
You actually forget how terrible this place can be. The rocks, you have to be wary you're not choking from the sulfuric acid. Every bit of moisture on your body starts burning.
Copy, Brad.
It's not right, or you're just throwing away the one life that you have.
Fuck it!
Any change?
Negative, I'm rock climbing from the bottom, over. You free of the rope? Are you free? Yeah, stand down. Yeah, Jeff is off and he's coming down.
Yep, it jammed. In first place. All it takes is one fuck up. If I could have cut something off, I would have fucking cut it off.
Yeah, no, I assume that.
So I think we just go down there, you rest and we come back up.
No.
I think it's too late in the day to
It's
keep
too
going.
fucking bad. We're going to have to continue. It's my fuck up. I'll just have to do what I can. If I can... Pretty much used all the energy I would have needed to get down and back up.
Yeah. Okay, you might as well go first. This is going to be a bit of a stretch. When you're ready, you start heading down.
Yeah. About 10 metres from the bottom.
Copy.
A 1,000 people have stood on top of Mount Everest, maybe more now. Only us have been down there. There's nowhere really you can stand and say that, anywhere. Brad, are you there?
Copy.
Yeah, Roger, I'm on the bottom.
I'll head down now. I'll see you shortly.
Pop it on now. Got it? Good to go? Okay.
You are on a very small island in the middle of a very large ocean. That lava is connected to the entire world.
That has built this whole planet. This is like a view into the centre of the earth. Life is either an incredible adventure or it's nothing at all.
Hi, I'm Mike Fow.
And I'm Trenton Pasick, and we just got back from Vanuatu, and we were shooting at a lava lake in the Ambrum volcano.
We get a lot of questions about how we get our shots and how we actually can pull footage out of an active volcano, and so that's what we're here to talk about.
It was definitely the most extreme environment that either of us had ever been in, and we pretty much knew nothing about it before we went there. Less people have been to the bottom of this crater than have been to the moon.
Vanuatu, for those who don't know, is an island chain, several islands. They're mostly all volcanic. and it's west of Fiji by several hundred kilometers.
So you have to fly multiple airplanes, get there, take a puddle jumper to an even smaller island that has no roads, no technology, nothing. And then from there get to a top of a volcano that you can't just walk to the top of, so you have to helicopter to the top of that. And then when you're there, it's still a 1,200-foot descent down the most unstable, gnarly terrain that you've ever seen to get down to the actual lava lake. We were camping up on top of the volcano for 13 nights. I made it down to the bottom 3 times, and we actually made it down there to shoot 2 different times.
To rappel down the cliff face, starting from top to bottom at 1,200 feet, and to get 4 people down there, one person has to be on the lines the whole time, because you can knock a rock on the person below you, so for safety reasons, we're staggering how people get down. So it can take anywhere from 4 to 5 hours just to get down to the bottom with 4 people, and that's inside of a good weather window, which is constantly changing. We had a fairly in-depth shot list before we went out to Vanuatu. A lot of them were flying helis over the lake, having time lapses that hang out down at the bottom overnight, the classic narwhal shot.
Getting a drone out over the lava was such a big one that we brought 6 drones down there with us to make sure that we got that shot. I mean, we started losing them pretty much on day 1.
Did you lock that on?
Next one.
So that's how we lost the first drone, and from there the rest of our equipment came back pretty destroyed as well.
So there's this little window at which we had the opportunity to fly the chopper. It's right near dusk. That was one of the reasons for opting into shooting a lower frame rate, just because we wanted to slow it down, but we also wanted things to expose properly and look phenomenal.
We had wanted to get some time lapses from the bottom of the crater. So since I was down there, I scoped out a good spot that shows the lava lake, or at least the glow from it, and it kind of shows how it moves and breathes and lives, and decided to set up a time lapse down there, just to make sure that the elements weren't going to get to it as much as I possibly could. I used an open back door on the actual housing, plus I put in anti-fog strips, just because there's so much moisture down there. I just wanted to keep anything like that away from the lens. Placed the camera down and let it roll 1 photo every 2 seconds, and just left it. I ended up leaving, which takes a couple hours to get back out. Halfway up. This is pretty gnarly.
It wasn't a guarantee that we'd even make it to the bottom, to even place the camera, much less make it back down again to retrieve the camera. Dropping 1 camera for the shot was definitely one we were willing to take.
If you enjoyed what you saw here, check back frequently for more behind-the-scenes action from our Hero 4 adventure series.
Let's talk about Night Photo and Night Lapse, 2 killer new modes available in the Hero 4 cameras. Both have been designed specifically for low-light environments, from twilight and streetscapes to wilderness adventures and starry nights. So when the sun goes down, you won't need to put away your GoPro. You just need to switch modes. Let's start with Night Photo. Night Photo lets you capture a single photo with a customizable exposure of up to 30 seconds. Your options are 2, 5, and 10 seconds for capturing photos at dusk and dawn, plus beautiful streetscapes, and 15, 20, and 30 seconds for starry nights. You can also select Auto, which recognizes available light and chooses an exposure up to 2 seconds. Now let's get into night lapse. If you're familiar with time-lapse mode on the GoPro camera, this should be pretty familiar. Night lapse allows you to capture photos with the same control as night photo, but at specified time intervals, so you can capture time-lapse photo sequences of the night sky. Like night photo, you have a range of options for shutter exposure and interval to give you the most control of your GoPro. Sound good? Awesome! Now that you're armed with night photo and night lapse, there's no reason not to get out there and capture the wonders of the night with your GoPro.